This is the expansive Bunyala Irrigation scheme that cuts across Busia and Siaya County. The scheme is synonymous with rice farming in the country, coming second after Bunyala Irrigation scheme in Kirinyaga County. At least 20,000 people, up from the current 2,000 farmers, are expected to benefit from the expanded scheme once the development works are completed by December 2022. Beryl Susan is a rice farmer in the scheme. She says frequent floods in the area have become a huge threat to rice farming.
In case kuna floods, huwa inatu affect kabisa. Kwa mfano kama huu msimu tumekuwa na floods ambapo nuclear main scheme already mchele ulikuwa umefikia ile stage ya booting. So floods vile zilikuja zikaosha. Then kitu ya pili, pests. Pests zinatusumbua kabisa.
Bunyala Irrigation scheme was operationalized in 1969 and is the source of livelihood to most residents of Budalangi and some parts of Alego Usonga constituency.
Many of the houses you can see around here, the corrugated iron sheets are for farmers. And they have gotten this from farming. So I can say farming has helped in a big way. Apart from that, farming has also helped in ensuring that their health is catered for.
Tunajivunia Bunyala kama kikapu kwa sababu kiangalia hizi sub-county zingine hakuna sub-county ambayo inatoa chakula ambayo inaweza kulisha hii county apart from Bunyala.
The scheme is part of the Lower Nzoia irrigation project of the National Irrigation Authority and seeks to address the recurring challenges of floods that have affected the scheme's full potential, estimated to be 150 metric tons of produce per season.
We anticipated that once they will become on board, so we have already trained the farmers to be able to do 2 crops in a year. So currently in the existing Bunyala Irrigation scheme, we are doing 2 rice crops in a year. So that essentially means that if you have 6,000 acres, then we can comfortably talk of 12,000 acres in a year because we'll be able to utilize it twice.
Budalangi is prone to flooding, and one of the components of the project is constructing dikes to mitigate the problem. The National Irrigation Authority, through Planning and Design Chief Engineer Charles Mwasia, says they have put up measures to mitigate the challenge.
During the design, it was very clear that even if we do the irrigation project in Zoia and we don't do the dikes, then the project is not sustainable per se. Because every time it floods, farmers will have to move away, mostly especially in Busia. Maybe Siaya is not very serious per se.
The 5.3 billion Kenyan shillings project targets to put up an extra 10,000 acres piece of land under irrigation in phase 1 of its implementation, while another 10,000 acres will be irrigated in phase 2. Currently, there are 7 irrigation schemes under the National Irrigation Board, which are meant to help curb food insecurity in the country as part of the Jubilee administration's Big Four agenda. Dana Rose, K24.